one. Oh my goodness, everybody. We have one of the greatest people to ever come out of the state of Connecticut. Out of the few people who are part of that list in the show's history, this man really is on the Mount Rushmore of greatest Connecticutians. That's right. But without further ado, everybody, great friend of the show, one of my great pals on this earth, Stephen Kazalunas has returned to the Productive Conversations podcast. What's going on, Kaz?
What's going on, Matty B?
Man, I'm feeling good, looking good, all that and more. What's up with you?
Bro, being called a Connecticutian, that just doesn't, I don't like that, man. That's tough. That's a tough intro.
Okay, you are top 4. You're in the Mount Rushmore of Connecticut real ones. I don't know. Connecticut really is a hard word. You have your Yorkers, your mass holes, your Californians. Connecticutians is really tough, huh? But
yeah, Connecticut's a rough one. What are you gonna do?
Exactly. But hey, well, fun. One way or the other. Excuse me. Yo, man, first things first. Part of my cold open for this. Let me just say it right here, Kaz. The New York Yankees made some big moves on this day that we're recording here on this Thursday, the 29th of July, even though we're going on air with this on Monday, August 2nd. But my dude, Anthony Rizzo, who your team, the Boston Red Sox, were going after, they said, we're going for you, Anthony. Brian Cashman said, nope. And we scooped him. He's now the New York Yankees' new first baseman. We get Joey Gallo yesterday. My man, Gold Glove winning outfielder, is joining the three-headed monster of Stanton and Judge. And we got Anthony Rizzo, too. Your Red Sox might get this division. As we pop out really quick with some technical difficulties, but we will get that fixed really quick. Oh, man. This is going to be a funny TikTok.
Screen's all mine, baby. Let's go.
All right. Anyways, all right, you're back. So, Kaz, the Yankees are on their way. The season starts now. You might have this division. But you are nervous, bro. We swiped that guy from you. Oh, my God. How does it feel as a Red Sox fan, buddy? Right.
You want to know how it feels?
Yeah, I do.
It feels like when Mr. Jaron Duran hit an inside the park home run the other day. And I'm not worried about a fucking thing, dude. I'm not going to lie. Like, it takes more than 3 hitters to win to win the division, bro. That's for sure.
I know. So like I said, you got the division, but we're getting that wild card. And we're on the way,
bro. Good luck, bro. That's good for you. So where I'm at, bro, I'm already on to the, I'm looking at, who I'm scared of as a Red Sox fan? This is who I'm scared of. Is the Houston Astros.
Oh, those cheating scumbags. I mean, seriously, if that franchise got relocated, good riddance. I hate that franchise with the passion. In fact, I hate them more than the Red Sox. I literally have grown up in a life.
So I'm talking about.
And I hate them more than the Red Sox. At least there is somewhat of a respect with the teams because at least no one is cheating. Those motherfuckers are cheaters. Not once, but likely twice with that damn buzzer.
They ruined baseball, bro. They ruined baseball for like a little bit.
Literally.
Like it made me look at the game differently. It did. Right. It really did. And I didn't like that. I definitely didn't like that. Sorry. Didn't mean
no, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm just saying as these just anything. Listen, I've seen it all. I've had the most toughest. I've had some brutal losses. Whether it's 0-4 with your team and, all this shit dealing with or that.
It was a good year.
I mean, listen, at least you guys didn't cheat. But these guys are cheaters. Their impact will forever be tainted. And I am so happy to see the disrespect now Tuve gets, a Correa gets. Alex Bregman without being offensive, and I don't want to see fans, throwing shit at them. I don't want them to get hurt, but they deserve
I
all
hate
the
that
shit.
stuff.
They
I
deserve
hate
all
that
the
stuff.
bullshit they get. You know what? Sometimes I admire them because they still fight back. I mean, they made a big push. They almost went back down 3-0 in the ALCS, so they clearly it's not affecting them. But damn, they really make my blood boil, bro. They really do.
Yo, I mean, I see that, bro, and I'm happy that they do because I feel the exact same way.
Exactly. We got something
I
to
hate the
connect
Houston
with
Astros, bro. I hate them, dude. And the fact that we're not beating them this year, I'm like, they're cheating again. You know what I mean?
Literally, man.
I'm like, fuck these dudes. Like, it sucks though too because they were good players before all this,
sure.
and so now it's like, damn, like I wish I could respect them.
Yeah,
as much as I want to, because they are talented regardless. It's just like
they
that's a
didn't need to
bad
cheat,
blemish.
man. They didn't need to cheat,
Nah,
but they did.
nah.
And forever,
For a long time. For a long time too. Like
no respect.
it wasn't just a one and done thing. Like,
Bro,
hey,
insane. And as we're talking, as this recording, there's looks like, oh my god, the LA Dodgers, according to Jeff Passan, are closing in on a deal on Max Scherzer and Trey Turner. Right?
Whatever.
Man.
I'm just gonna say this real quick. The fact that they just literally replaced Trevor Bauer, a bad name to say right now.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
With Max Scherzer, like it makes me mad. Number one, and number two, fuck that guy. like for real.
Seriously,
That
talk
was,
about
really
poetic justice for them.
Dude, he didn't even, he didn't even appeal it. He was like, you know what? Like, yeah, you caught me. And
exactly.
It's like,
What a
I'm
fucking
happy he did
scumbag.
that. I'm happy he did that. I mean, out of the whole situation, like maybe that's the best thing he could have done in reality, if he's honest. At the same time, it's a horrible thing to be, wrong about. That's not a good mistake. You know what I mean?
Dude,
that's unforgivable.
That's the first time I really heard of an athlete accused of something. He's like, yeah, I did it.
Right? That's what I'm saying. It was so crazy.
That really bothers me. It shows how fucked up of a dude he is.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, at the same time, was he being honest, or was it like it didn't bother him like it bothers other people, like how it should affect everybody, really?
Yes. And I just want to make clear, when I said poetic justice, I meant poetic justice that they get the scumbag out and they bring the best arm in the National League, arguably, in, or at least top 5.
Yeah, I mean, but like that sucks too, because like I don't want them to, like, that's crazy. They have so much money, they could just do that.
They're reigning champions too.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And now Russell Westbrook too.
Russell Westbrook to the
a lot of sports moves today, actually.
Yeah, the specifically day. Good thing this airs on Monday too to make it relevant. So like
right. We'll get a little bit more info by then.
Exactly. And as we're recording this, it looks like it's going to happen. Jeff Passan's pretty good at what he does. So I mean, it's insane, man. I mean, all joking aside, your Red Sox have been quite a problem. I mean, you and me went to Yankees Red Sox with our great buddy Jacob. And
shout out Jake.
And then, I'm just hyped. There's this guy named Dan who's the host of
a good game.
The host of the Between Two Gardens podcast, who's a big Red Sox fan, who's a great troll to the Yankees. And he's very quiet today in our friendly rivalry of podcasts. And man. Dan. Stay quiet.
Go Red Sox, baby.
But go fuck Sox, your team too.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh man.
Whatever.
In the end,
we're also going to Broncos Giants.
Yes. Broncos Giants season opener. MetLife Stadium. September 12th, 2021. We are going to be there. Dude,
that's right.
How are you feeling about the NFL this year? I mean, it's training camp right now. No, I mean, nothing really crazy to announce yet or has been talked about.
Well, wait a second. No.
You're right. Except
we got one very important thing.
And his name is Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron over there really really had Broncos fans on the edge of our seats, man.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just to reiterate and just to recap for everyone who doesn't know, Aaron Rodgers, reigning NFL MVP, Super Bowl champion, arguably one of the best to ever play the game, especially even if the numbers don't defend it per se, on the field, one of the best to ever do it. Great scrambler, amazing arm, clutch.
Probably, bro, the most important accolade yet to his career is that he is on my dynasty football team. So that's probably his top, he reached my fantasy team. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then all these rumblings throughout the entire summer, and great call by you, Kaz. I did can't believe I almost missed that completely. But you have there was all summer, first started with the NFL draft that's saying he wants out. Obviously, this really extended this whole summer, and then it was reported that he's coming back this season specifically. They have a handshake agreement that if things aren't going well, that they will trade him. And then after all those deals were made, he has the most insane press conference you ever hear, which is just like both him just calling out the Packers from saying that he didn't like how this is going, player movement. He really made a statement for all athletes across all sports. Even LeBron gave him credit for what he said. And then he called out his boys who were, moved by the Packers. He called him out like, look what you guys did with with Abdul.
Yeah, he literally called them out on all their bullshit.
Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb, even though he's coming back. And he really stuck it to them. And now Aaron Rodgers, all this weight off his shoulder. And beyond that, they really are stacked to really make a deep run once again. They made the NFC Championship the last the 2 seasons in a row. And, if this is it for them, we'll see how it all unfolds. So, again, lots with that. And one of the big things where you're connected, Kaz, and we talked about in your first appearance that you are a Denver Broncos fan, it seemed that it would have been a great fit for Rodgers to get traded to the Broncos, which is not the case. So, lot to take in with that, Kaz, but tell me how you feeling about Aaron Rodgers. Do you feel he cucked your team? Are you happy he's staying? Do you have a respect for what he did? What do you think about Aaron Rodgers right in this moment?
Well, he definitely cucked the entire league. That is for sure. I definitely wanted him to be my quarterback week 1 or even week 2, week 3. I wanted him to be, in Denver, especially after last year, that season, But with that being said, I definitely knew deep down it wasn't going to happen. And I knew that because of also Deshaun Watson. He also wanted to go to Denver too. And he got into similar issues with Trevor Bauer over there, being a little slimy guy.
Exactly.
So, that kind of sucks. It kind of sucks at grabbing Justin Fields in the draft, and we chose to get another cornerback. And mind you, great pick. Like it makes me feel bad because he's going to be a stud. I'm going to love watching him play. But every single time he picks the ball off, I'm going to be like, damn, that could have been, somebody else throwing the ball. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I feel like it puts like a salty taste in my mouth, but like, I don't know. I definitely wanted Aaron Rodgers really bad and Deshaun Watson at a time. And with Drew Lock or Teddy Bridgewater, I just know what this season's going to be. And that's kind of hard as a fan. You go into it and it's like, I know the expectations. I believe in my team. I believe in them. But I also know, we face Patrick Mahomes twice a year. Like we got to slow him down before we can talk about anything. You know what I mean? Right. So everything happens for a reason. I have to believe the head honchos, even though they've let me down several times. I have to believe because it's my team, just like the Giants are your team. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's your team.
You really you got to remember to root for the uniform at the end of the day. Like that's
right.
that's even as frustrating up until literally today, Kaz, with the Yankee season was going. It was really hard to hold it down at some points. I mean, the peak was going to see
Yep.
Yankees Red Sox with you and Jake, the two Red Sox fans next to me. After Judge gets COVID, Higgy gets COVID, we bring up a lot of AAA players. Though we've seen the season debut Greg Allen, who's been
Yeah.
tearing
Yeah.
it apart. I mean,
Yeah. That
we
was
got
a tough
shut out.
lineup.
We
Tough lineup.
we got shut out, and you guys are fair enough, busting my
Yep.
chops, and of course I could take it, but that was just that's just it'd be like that moment, and you got to remember the times you want to just scream and tackle the people running the team. You just got to remember to stay loyal to the uniform, and that's why I'll never
Yeah.
turn my back even on this frustrating season. But now, like I said, the Yankee season
Yep.
starts today when we have to make that wild card game. I mean,
Well, it definitely started a couple months ago, but I hear you. I hear you. The season starts today. Right.
you know what I mean.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, the
There's
same
a
with
lot of
football.
baseball to play left. I mean, come on. Like, the season
Oh
really
yeah,
starts in October. So, like,
you
you
know it
know, like, there's a lot of baseball to play. So I'm confident
exactly.
in my team, but like I can't sit here and be like, we're gonna win it all. Like, of course we can. Of course we can. We should.
Yeah, I think you guys
But
actually are just about to be
but
here over.
but there's weak spots with every team. You know what I mean? And it's like you guys filled some of those holes today. So I'm over here
Indeed,
like, you know,
you're a
where's
deal.
ours? Yeah, right. Where's ours? So we'll see, man. We'll see. This is why like a team is a lot more than just like who plays on the field.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's huge. It's an organization. Like, starts from the top.
It
So
really does. And as we get older, I'm sure as a fan, you realize like sports really is a business at the end of the day. I mean,
yeah,
it's
I was paying
that's the
$14 for a blue moon, dude. Like, come on, at the game. Like, come on. Like, it's tough, man. It's tough.
dude, it's just like as we and you realize like wow, people do really have to do these things to get their own families food and roof over their head, and even though if we don't understand what the
Yeah.
heck they're doing, but it really is true. They say if you listen to the fans, you're going to be sitting with them, and they don't want that. You don't want to be known as that
Right.
guy or girl who messed something up for a whole
That's
franchise.
tough. That's tough.
Literally, or you just become an analyst for a media network or something. Nothing wrong with
and
that, of
make
course.
and make
But
millions and
exactly. So,
make ridiculous takes. And yeah, that's terrible.
dude, who are some of the sports? Um, tell me some of
Oh,
the
don't get me
sport.
going, bro. Don't get me
Tell me who
going.
are some of the sports, whether
Mm-mm.
reporters, analysts, who drives you crazy? Which sports reporters or sports personalities drive you nuts?
Well, first off is definitely Max Kellerman. Absolutely. Fuck that guy. That guy knows nothing. I mean, oh my God. And the fact that he has his own TV show too now, like come
So
on.
he's really
Where's my
hard to be
TV show?
bullied by Stephen A.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I mean, he's the guy he's the punching bag. He's the punching bag of the show. And he's like, fuck it. Like, I make millions. Like,
I
I
guess at
literally
some
make millions to sit here, say stupid shit, and wear a suit. Like,
I guess there really is something to it, especially in this sports media landscape. At least with Skip, they at least really debated
oh,
and banter,
Skip.
but Max is just a headache. I
Yeah,
mean,
Max
saying
sucks.
Tom Brady was done and he's won what 3 Super Bowls since then, or the dumb draft picks he predicted. Sam Donald's gonna be the shit. I mean, Max
Yeah.
Kellerman does suck.
He's got it wrong so many times, but like on so many crazy things. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like the Tom Brady one's a big one. That's a freezing cold take.
Dumb take. Let me just quickly Google Max Kellerman dumb takes if it could give me an actual list. But as I'm looking that up, who's another one? Oh, here's one. He says SEC football fans are almost immune to the facts. I think that's referring to the COVID stuff
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yo,
Yeah.
SEC really gonna take over college football for good. They're gonna have the ultimate conference with Oklahoma and Texas rumored to get brought in by them.
Dude, did you see the kid from Alabama, the quarterback who's making like fucking millions
He's
off
$1 million
of,
year already. Why play?
Oh man.
I mean, obviously he won't get the
Crazy.
NFL, but like he's got to have the most confidence in the world, Kaz. Shit, if I'm bad, I got $1 million to roll back on, and I'm at an amazing school in the University of Alabama.
Bro.
You know,
If anyone shits on him, right? Like, are you doing better? like, let me ask you this: are you doing better? And like, if the answer is no,
man.
I mean,
Stacking.
joke is on you. Like,
does he go on campus?
yeah,
Does he have a dorm
come
room?
on, are you kidding me? Like, imagine.
He does not have a dorm room. He probably stays in a
I bet you,
nice apartment.
dude, it has to be unsafe, bro, for him. It has to be like,
yeah.
You live in Alabama, like it's like 50,000,
you.
60,000 kids. Like one of them's looking for you, bro. Like that's a lot of money for a college kid.
Millions, bro. Think about the fraction he could take out to pay for his tuition all 4 years.
Think about what he's not doing with that money.
Yeah, right? Going to Dogecoin, Bitcoin.
Yeah, I hope he's making smart decisions.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, we're gonna see a 30 for 30 about him.
Boom.
All the other Colin Cowherd, bro. Those part of me kind of admires the fact that he doesn't give a flying fuck what anybody thinks or says.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you have to be a good analyst. Like you have to be able to like completely shed the comments and like be like, no, I'm right, and like this is why. And usually they're wrong. You know.
Right.
I saw one of Richard Jefferson when the Bucks won the championship, and the freezing cold take was last year or either in the bubble, whatever. He was like, Giannis is a Pippin, and he needs his Jordan. God. Yeah. And then it was a picture of Giannis like holding the MVP and the championship. Like, yeah, right. You know,
got him.
That's
Some
funny.
people you just got.
You have to, but at the same time, they're better off than I am right now. You know what I mean? So I'm jealous of them for sure. But you know, those are some tough ones to get wrong.
Yo,
those are some tough ones.
You know what's another tough take to accept? You know that Anthony Rizzo is in the Red Sox system before he got traded to San Diego.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, enough Rizzo jokes for today. Start tomorrow.
Yeah. We'll see, dude. We'll see. You know, I mean, dude, that lineup of yours is low numbers, bro. Some low numbers in that lineup, dude.
Somebody's got to hit now when you get those two big bats. Someone's got to inspire someone.
Have to.
The only people who are hitting this year
It's okay if they don't, though.
Like, it's okay if JD Martinez or Hunter Renfroe or all those Red Sox, they don't have to hit either. Then you guys really need a starting pitcher.
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
What are your feelings about Stanton?
Stanton? Oh, my goodness, Kaz.
As a Yankees fan, how do you feel about him?
Let me tell you something. It really depends on how I'm feeling that day. I'll be honest, I didn't want Stanton from the start. You could ask Jackson Ainsworth that. I said, this is a dumb move to get Stanton after the 17th season. Look at killing us financially. We already have a big man in Judge.
You guys are definitely struggling financially. It's not like you got 3 players today, right?
That's great. Yesterday. The genius of Cashman. The Rangers are covering Joey Gallo's the rest of his contract. Cubs are covering Rizzo. And they're also Odor's getting his contract covered by the Rangers as well. 3 free players, essentially. Wow. That's on Cashman for that. So, but that's this year. We have to worry about next year, too. But Stanton overall has been a disappointing Yankee, Kaz. Stanton, though this guy when he hits his big home run, we're up, 7-0.
Right.
I've barely seen him become a clutch player. He never plays the field despite having his body look like an Adonis. I don't think he has 1 ounce of fat on his body, yet they're afraid to put him on the field. And he was a world-renowned athlete. This guy was a 5-tool player. Remember, he won the MVP the year before the Yankees got the trade for him. He's just been really disappointing, and he needs to step up. I mean, he's got a permanent DH. Most Yankee fans can't stand the sight of him. I mean, it's frustrating, man, and it's
his
ironic.
Swing is pathetic, dude. His swing is pathetic. He literally just like jabs at it, and I'm like, what?
It's really amazing how his gravity beats that. It's a golf swing, and we still have him for 7 more years. He's got my support. I got his back. But dude, if it ended today, he did not earn his pinstripes, and he's been a waste of money. So shut me up.
I hope
Stan.
that 7 years.
I believe in you.
Goes very, very, very slow.
Oh my God! That'll be 2028 when that's over.
Oh my God!
Oh, geez.
Wow, we're really talking like that right now. Damn.
Yeah, that's why.
2028.
It's like it can't. You're right. It can take its time, but at the same time, like. No one's gonna take that contract. What has he proven? No, he hasn't made an all-star team since he's been here. He's just a joke. He's really okay. I won't say he's a joke because he did carry us in 18, but he's been disappointing since 2018, and he's not stepped up when we needed him. With the exception of he did hit big home runs in the 2020 playoffs, but that didn't lead to anything, and those were solo home runs.
So the year you guys got him is the year that we won the World Series.
Yep, in the ALDS.
Wow, he was a bad luck charm from the beginning.
Yeah, out of any team, your team wasn't supposed to make noise that year, and World Series champions. And yeah, dude, despite the few times he's helped us, the man needs to change his ways. And if you can't be contagious from the good vibes of bringing Gallo and Rizzo on the squad, then I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm excited. This really
before the sorry. You were saying?
No. I just finished my point there. All I'm saying is just stand in, step up. Yeah, and you were saying?
It's gone now. That thought's gone.
Oh, dude, but you know what's crazy? I think your over under was 66.5. You're at 63 wins.
Over under was I got the game on. I wish they would go to the scoreboard.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident it was in the high 60s, and you guys are about to come. I wish I bet that over. I think I did. I think I did in my baseball preview show, but obviously didn't put any money. I said the Red Sox are better than that. I could be wrong, but somebody can go look it up and make fun of me on Twitter for it. But
the Rays are still right there though. And I don't like that. I'll tell you, there's not enough space,
Yeah. And the Blue Jays have a good team, but they aren't really getting the wins they should. But I love seeing there was a guy
they're actually up 5-0 right now on the Red Sox with bases loaded and Bichette is up.
And what a stud that guy is. I remember George Springer, someone was making fun of him. He's like, hey, I don't know if you saw that clip going viral. It was like, hey, it's something like paraphrasing. Hey, where's the trash cans? Bang, bang, off-speed pitch coming. I was dying.
Oh, shit.
Well, that's what he deserves, even though he's a Connecticut native, Connecticutian.
Yep, that gross
him.
word, but he is.
Fuck him.
Is.
Cheating ass.
Yeah, he deserves it. He deserves it.
They really, every single one for the rest of their careers. And again, don't go out of your way to actually make their lives hell, but call him a cheater.
I love seeing on Twitter, what is it when Astros fans are like, come on, like be nice now, get over it. It's been enough time. And I'm like, it's been enough time. I don't think you get to decide that.
For the rest of sports, for this generation, you are cheaters. I remember I tried it. I have an Astros fan, hasn't responded to me yet 3 years later, saying, what the fuck? I said,
wow.
He still isn't responding to me. The day if I run into him in person, I have 4 years of angst to let it go. I really do.
My kids will know. My kids will know. The Houston Astros were
Oh,
and always will be. Cheers.
yes. No respect. Yo, Kaz, let's switch it up a little bit.
What you got?
Yo, I was wondering, you
What were you wondering, bro?
we have this world of people. There's good people in this world. There's not so good people. There's awful.
Oh,
There's decent. I want to know. And then there's a famous word, the fake people. Whether it's they say I'll let you know and don't let you know. Whether it's, people, deliberately trying to manipulate you. And it's amazing how much I get older and realize that fake people stay around. You hear about fake people in generations before us. I was wondering now, Kaz, as we are adulting, we're in our approaching the mid 20s now. How do you deal
that's
with
right.
fake people? Like, what is going on now in this? And like,
how do I deal with fake people?
exactly. We'll let you let it off there. How do you deal with fake people?
Dude, I like don't like I don't really have time for that. I don't even have time for the people who I really do care about and love. And like I wish I had more time for the people in my life, to be honest with you. I really do. Busy all the time. And I love it. I have to stay busy. I think it keeps me healthy. I think it keeps me seeing. I want to see all these people in my life. You know what I mean? But at the same time, people expect too much everywhere. Your job, your relationships, your friends, parents, any family, whatever. Everyone expects you to give 100% all the time, and you should. But sometimes it gets harder than others. Sometimes you get tired, and that's okay. It's okay to feel like that. And people should be more open to that. But fake people too, like, I don't make time for people like that either. You know what I mean? I feel like I can only have time for the people who I want to be in my life. You know what I mean? Like, it's tough cutting people off. It is tough moving on. It is tough doing really when you know somebody for a long time, it's hard. But at the same time, it's like, dude, life's long. We are so young. Like when you just said like we're in our mid-20s, like dude, we're so
exactly
young. Like, dude,
we know what fake people do.
One week from today, I will be 24 years old.
Oh,
1 week from today.
Yes, bro. Happy almost birthday.
Thanks, dude. And you know what, bro? Like we out here. Like we are out here. Like things can only go up. Things can only go up. It's been good. It's an energy. You know what I mean? Like on top of fake people, like I can't deal with negative people, bro. Like I need positive ass energy because I'm always looking at the bright side. Got it. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. We have to count our blessings, and every day really is a gift. I mean, it's
every day is a gift, bro. Every breath.
It really is.
Like, and I don't really enjoy spending time sad, but when you do, like, you just got to ride it out. You know what I mean? Like, you got to take care of that shit, and that's okay. And I feel like a lot of people, especially our generation, does not do that enough because, like, especially if you grew up with like older generations, like I know that I have, and you just got to like tough everything out. It's like, but at the same time, you got to feel that there is a balance. But you can't be somebody's victim. You can't feel sorry for yourself, like, because you're just hurting yourself. At the end of the day, really the only person you're actually hurting is yourself. And that it's tough. It's not easy. It is not easy, but none of us have time for fake people, bro. Like life got real serious over the last like 2 years for a lot of people. It did for me. It did for me. I feel like a lot of people our age too, they've been saying like this last year was really a year of growth, and it definitely has been. But it's been like a tolling year too. It was like, whew, shit was tough, man.
It is.
And we're still not even out yet. Really, we're still not even really out of it. Looking at the news, not looking great. It's not looking great again either. And it's like, I want to go outside, bro. I love being outside with friends and family and all that stuff. I miss that stuff, man. we've been doing it, it's more normal now, but I hope we don't go backwards, man. I
The
really hope we
true
don't go
one where social
backwards.
distancing comes back and all that. It's
Yeah,
even though we could, branch off into it another day, it's just, I mean, it shows that
yeah.
you can't take it for granted because we thought that we were about to hit the finish line and now we're back in the third quarter. And of course we can point fingers,
Facts.
blame
Maybe
people,
we're in
say,
overtime. Maybe we're in overtime,
I'll
bro.
take that. That's a better way to look at it, is overtime.
Right. We're in over, bro. We're tired. We already did the third quarter. We did the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
We're tired now, man. We're
Oh,
tired.
we have to, put the four fingers up. It's the fourth quarter to push through. And this isn't the time to call out people on why this happened. This isn't your time to call out anti-vaxxers. This isn't the time to,
Dude, we just gotta
do
end
that.
this shit, bro.
Right. It's just
We
like,
just gotta
fine,
end
we got
this
to deal
shit.
with it.
Like,
Get
yeah.
vaccinated. Please let your pride out this one time in your life, your conspiracies or your whatever. I get it.
Yeah, like why? Yeah, right. Like it doesn't, none of that matters. I literally don't care when people go into that. I'm like, dude, I do not care. I didn't ask you
Right.
that.
Exactly. I'm
I
not
asked you
here
about
to,
your health.
I just
Like,
want to get this done. Your health.
yeah,
You can't
it's your
be
health.
nervous to to hang out with older people now. And we just have to suck. We have to,
Yeah,
just put our heads up now. And maybe by the beginning of this fall, we could have this reversed. Get
dude, I hope.
vaccinated. There are places doing insane
I hope.
incentives. I know Yankee Stadium, they're giving you free Yankee tickets. I know the state of New York, they're giving you $100 to get your first dose. Just let
That's
it go for the sake of
crazy. Imagine
humanity.
needing that. Like, that's what really drives me nuts because it's like, damn, you need that incentive in order to like comply with health regulations and like what's best for everybody, and yourself. Like at the end of the day, like it really is about your individual health too,
Yeah.
and people are scared and it's like, I get it, but there are long-term side effects of actually having the virus too. So it's
Yeah, that
like
is not worth having.
people are scared of the long-term side effects of the vaccine. And this isn't the first vaccine we've ever made. You know what I mean? Like we've been in this, like maybe not in a, pandemic virus type way, but like we have some really smart people working on this thing, man, and we should trust science. Our our country doesn't trust science enough, and that bothers me a lot because I work in the science field
Yeah.
and it's important to me. It really is. I think it could change a lot of things. But that's the world, man, and it's unfortunate because I just want to see the best for everybody. I would love a prospering place to live. That'd be great.
Indeed. And we have it in us to do it. That's just
We
the
have
reason why we
everything,
had
dude. We
to.
have the resources, the money, the people,
Yeah.
but we just can't agree.
We
That's really
had,
it. We can't agree.
we have the ability to
It's sad.
actually end
It's really sad.
thing with the Delta variant.
Yeah.
As long as more people get vaccinated, it's just please, I
But
beg
now
you all,
too, with the
trust
Delta
science.
variant. Yeah. So I'm so sorry.
No, you
You
keep
were
going. You're right.
about to go off.
Oh no, you let you
Like they're
go
saying now too, with the vaccine, like we have to wear masks again inside
indoors.
places. Like they're gonna start recommending it again. And it's like, damn,
And you
oh,
know what
like
that means. They're gonna mandate it anyways.
right. And it's like, damn, like it sucks, and it sucks, but I'm like, I'm gonna do it because why
No
wouldn't I
choice.
do it?
Yeah, right.
I
You have
don't
no
really
choice.
see the other side. Like, why wouldn't I want to be safe for myself and the ones I love? Why? Why am I like, why would I want to get sick? But
Exactly.
what are you
Some
gonna do?
people don't care, and
It's
you just
upsetting.
feel, you in a way, you feel for them that they're so beaten down they don't have a trust to have that kind of motivation to do it again. But please, for the sake of humanity, we can. I feel like
Literally.
by football season, you this could get reversed in the right direction. I'm not an expert or scientist. I just am an advocate for it. I just and imagine the fall when at least in the Northeast where you can have all the beautiful leaves and drink your pumpkin spice lattes. You watch football and playoff baseball. And don't you
I
want to do it
know.
in a comfortable place as well?
and
And then when
with like your friends and family and stuff.
yeah,
But you know,
we just have to get those people to vax. And now you're getting so much awards. You'll get personally rewarded by just taking your shot. And
that's crazy.
all I can say, yo, for real.
You know what I mean?
Yankees,
Like,
Red
come
Sox.
on, like, you know, and I can't. I'm done. I'm done.
Exactly. Just trust science, everybody. That's it. We're not talking about anti-vaxxers. We're just talking about trusting science.
That's it.
Oh man. Yo, we're getting back to people being crazy and fake and
I
all
got
that.
you in my ear. Yep.
You know what's amazing?
I'm listening.
How much our generation especially is so consumed in social media that it's literally
Yeah.
a freaking badge of honor that people go out of their way to show how cool their lives are. Look at me doing this, that, and the other. And, of course, I like to document myself as well. I mean, I'm no, I'm not, gonna deny that, but, it's crazy how much people go in and try to push their agenda toward you or show off what they're doing. What do you think of how social media has really influenced us in a certain way as our generation?
Our generations took a huge hit, but at the same time, like technology probably also wouldn't be where it's at without it. So there's two sides to that. You know what I mean? It's awful because I even have problems with my phone. I do. Like there are times where I'm like, I literally have to put it on do not disturb and put it over there. And like that's what I do to take care of that issue. You know what I mean? Like I'm an adult, that's what I do. A lot of kids don't have that, like, that seriousness yet, that level of responsibility that, especially when you're a kid. And I mean, think about it. Like if you're in middle school and you're already on like your second iPhone in middle school, next expect iPhone, like what age? You know what I mean? Like, could you imagine like in middle school? I remember 6th grade, I was 11 and I had a flip phone with, you had to pay per text. You had to pay per text. So my homies would be hitting me up and I was like, yeah. 25 cents a text. Oh man, in a group chat, you're done. One day you're over your limit. But now these kids, why would they go outside when they have the world in their hand? You know what I mean? Like it's the sad part, but I see it. I see it. I live with, there are younger kids on my street and like they're definitely not as outside as much as I was for sure when I was a kid.
They're not riding bikes with
sad.
the homies and stuff. They're not going to the court.
There's
riding bikes to the
some.
court.
There's some. It's not all. But like, it's definitely not as much as I would like to see it be because I know what it could be. Yeah, I mean, but that could be me. I don't know. We see it in the schools too. We see it in the schools. They rely a lot on technology, and like that's not relying on it is not a good thing. But using it as a tool is. So there's two sides.
Oh, I do know what you mean. And by the way, it's official that the Dodgers are acquiring Scherzer and Turner, blockbuster on blockbusters. But back to this. It's
that's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy.
It's nuts how there's a joke I always liked. If Toy Story was a movie made today, it'd be about a kid and his iPad. And I think they're really missing on a chance to gain that street smarts, for lack of a better term. You need to get personal skills. And if you're on your iPad all day,
what do you care?
Especially in your development, heck, you can make money without ever leaving your house. It's amazing how much important news moments that I have seen just from my phone. Just this little guy right here. I've seen the world change amongst it.
I know. Dude, I've used my phone so much over the last year just because of my job.
Yeah.
I literally do this for my job 5 days a week.
Yeah. I mean,
and it's exhausting, bro. It's like
being in front of a screen.
Like I'll literally be in meetings at this point like this. I'm like, come on, like, but
All
at
the
the
job
same
interviews
time,
I've done over Zoom,
I'm
things like
sure,
that.
I'm sure,
And you were
I'm
saying?
sure, dude. And that's no, like, I know too. I haven't really gone into my office that much. So now I'm kind of like, when I do go back, it's another big transition. And I'm definitely not ready for it. I'm really not. I'll be honest. Like, that's another big thing, you know?
If you
Um,
could pick a time of year in the next year, from now, August 2022, sorry, to August 2021 to August 2022, when would you want to go to the office, if anything? You could say you don't
oh,
want to,
never,
just never.
never. Yeah, never. I mean, yeah, we might have to cut that out. But like, we have to cut that out of my job. But you know, I would like a hybrid situation, definitely. But the only thing is I would want it on like my terms, and my terms are obnoxious.
Yeah,
So
go every
you know
like
what I mean?
Tuesday and
Like,
Thursday or something.
I would go one day a week. I go one day a week, and it would
Mhm.
be Monday. And I would go there and meet with anybody I had to, print out anything I needed, talk to anybody, and I'd be like, peace out. I will see you Friday on Zoom at noon to tell you have a good weekend.
Yeah, dude, that's
But you know
like,
what? But if I do that, but here's the other side. If I do say that, you're the CEO of the company, and you're like, what's this guy up to? And then all
ooh,
my work is done by Friday at noon. And I'm like, have a good weekend. What are you going to tell me? To not have a good weekend? Like,
exactly.
I
That
make
is a
a good
cool
argument, right?
advantage.
Like,
Like, I've done definitely in the past, I've done work where I was done at noon, but I had to stay in the office until 5. And like, that's
we've
a
all been
pain in
there.
the ass.
We've all been there.
I
Sucks.
mean, all it's especially when I worked at
Sucks.
one place I worked. I can't say because who knows, they might hire me again. But a place I worked in 2 summers ago, that was just, I was ready to bounce by lunchtime. I was so done.
Yeah.
And like,
It's
what could I
it's
say in
tough, dude.
meetings and
It's
stuff?
tough.
That's one thing with corporate, especially that's tough being in the office confinement. Like the fuck else
Yeah.
are gonna do? But
Well, and that's the thing. Like, so I've actually been working for this job now that I have. I've been working there longer from home than I have in the office now at this point. And I worked in the office for like 9, 10 months. So
dude,
like
really?
I yeah, I've been
That's
working here
ironic as fuck.
for right. I know. Like when I say that to people, they look at me and they're like, whoa. I'm like, yeah, I'm more used to working at my job from home than I am in the office at this point. Like I am more in tune with this. So like when they ask me to go back, I'm gonna be like, oh, wait a second. Wait. Put the brakes on, dude. Like I just graduated college. I just worked here in the office. There was this thing where people died. I don't know if you
Hmm.
heard about it, pandemic thing. And then I'd go home, do the same thing. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy the amount of change, but like you just have to, what are you gonna do? But now I'm kind of like, now that I'm getting older, I'm like, okay, now I know what I need to
Right.
get my work done. So like that's the other side. Like I've grown in that way too. I'm like, you know, I'm pretty efficient like this. So maybe we can talk, you know?
Exactly. It shows that there is other avenues to get your work done. You don't have to do
It
the
changed business.
traditional
It
way
changed business, dude.
that makes you go
You
crazy.
know?
And like with me and my podcast, I did this whole thing from home with all this technology and stuff. And when
This is
I
number
do work
94,
again,
right?
number
Number 94.
94, bro. Number
Hey man, like
94.
congrats. Like for real. That's a lot. That's
That
a
means a lot,
lot
bro.
of time
Thank you.
spent. Can you
Yeah.
see how much time that you've spent with these? Like total?
And
All the
so
videos combined that you've posted?
I could definitely calculate
You
it,
should.
but
Yeah. Not
yeah,
right
and
now, but like
at least 110 hours I've been on I've talked to someone on my podcast. At least 110.
oh, that's like a video game.
Yeah, 110 hours.
You've
Shit.
played a whole video game, bro. You see what I'm saying? You've defeated a
Literally.
few monsters, you know?
Yeah, man. And now it's just, this is my chance, as especially in the fall. Well, I mean, it looked really good once more openings in the fall were going to take place, but obviously with this new mandate, who knows? But
Mhm.
now I can, especially when I hit 100 shows, have this down for a year. now I can show all these hiring managers and producers, like, look what
You
I've
stuck with it,
done
dude.
in this. And, I've had opportunities lately that I'm really hoping and waiting for good news on. And this is just being
Wish you the
myself with
best of
it.
luck, man.
Means a lot, dude. It really does.
Wish you the
And
best of luck. Just
we'll
be
see where
yourself.
these opportunities take us. But this is my chance to be
Yep,
myself, because no one can take this away from me either. Like, I've done
that's
job
right.
interviews with this background. And like,
Yeah,
this is what you
right.
get with this professional equipment and stuff. Like, I know what I'm doing, and I'm not just a boring guy. That's what I
Right.
want to prove
You
to
know
the
what you're doing. Yeah, right.
exactly.
Like you're ready to take this serious,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. And like, one of the
And
huge motivations was to prove and the legitimacy of it. Like, people are saying, "Oh, everyone has a podcast." Be that as it may, I have a legit podcast, and this will be happening the rest of my life now. I pay for it, and it's worth every second of it. And I know someone else will recognize it and give me the opportunity, or I'll just create it amongst myself.
right. That's
So
right, dude.
who would have thought,
Proud of
man?
you.
Hey, man,
Proud of
I'm
you.
proud of what you're
And
doing.
really, thanks, dude. Means a lot too. I mean, dude, the only thing is you just gotta believe in yourself.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
think that's what the
That's all
ultimate
it
thing
is.
this
It's tough,
podcast has
but
done is that I
hmm
believe in myself and have a confidence that really can't get taken away anymore. It was just one night I was just looking at my archive, like, wow, I really did a lot of this. Like, there's this whole thing of
a lot of
over
work, dude.
on top of the guests where we had multiple guests. There's been over 100 people on the show. It shows these bookings, and the show becomes a year old in
That's a
October.
big deal.
The show
That's a
becomes a
big
year old
deal,
in
dude. You should be
October.
proud
So
of it. You should
thank
be
you.
proud of
And
it.
I am. And all I know is I can now do this, prove this for another company that's growing. And most importantly, then after myself, like, I really see I can make a podcasting network out of this, or a production company out of this now, called
You also don't
Productive
know.
Production Company.
You also don't know where it's gonna go, and that's okay too.
Exactly. All that matters is just we keep making content for the greatest listeners and audience in the world who makes this possible. And then we just bond and get closer with stuff like this, and having
Yeah,
amazing
bro.
guests like you, bro, makes the job really easy. And it's a journey that I
Anytime.
don't take for granted, bro.
Anytime, my man.
Yo, man, Kaz, this is why you're one of the best people I know. And like, well, no bullshit, when I was doing that in the intro, man, I have a lot of respect and admiration for you.
Thanks, dog.
So
Appreciate it. Same back to you.
thank you for making it
Same back to
easy.
you.
And I know we're running out of time, but there's one last thing I'd like to do with you.
Okay.
Those last 10 minutes, you did the Proust questionnaire the first time. Well, I wrote a second one. The first one I used from Inside the Actor Studio. This was one I actually developed, combining a bunch of different questionnaires together. So I'd just
All
like
right,
to
what do you
ask
got?
you these Proust questionnaire questions. This is the second Proust questionnaire. So let's get
Oh,
to
I
it
remember
right
this.
now.
All right, let's go.
So the same thing. Now we have 11 short but deep questions. But since I developed this one, I'm really excited to see where it goes. So here we go, Kaz. This is the second Proust questionnaire. So first question is, what is your idea of pure happiness?
Ugh, this is gonna take an hour.
Bring it.
All right. Pure happiness. Well, I'm gonna give the answer that no one wants to hear, and that's up to the individual for sure.
Mhm.
Because happiness can be success, it can be having a family, it could be success can be playing a guitar in the Bronx, making no money, and just doing that every single day.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, however you define happiness is up to you, but for me individually, it's fulfillment, personal fulfillment. So whatever it is that I want to do for the rest of my life, I want to enjoy. I want to look forward to Monday and not look forward to the end of Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's how I'm really trying to live my life, and I'm going to work hard until I get it. And a lot of people don't agree with that, or even if they do, they're too afraid to do it, and both of those are fine. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what anybody wants to do is up to them too. So that's why, like, this is what I found that I need to do for me. You know, like, I've been having a really good time just I've been enjoying my life a lot lately, dude. I went to Colorado last month. I
Mm-hmm.
went to Atlantic City last weekend.
Yeah, buddy.
I've been having a really good time, and I've been seeing a lot of good people, and I've been grateful for the opportunities that I've had. I really am. Like, I've never traveled to either of those places, so it was amazing. I'm a Denver Broncos fan. Never been to Denver. I was, and that was awesome. You know what I mean? Like, I felt comfortable there, even though it was in a 2-hour different time zone. Shit, like, that was different, and I like that different. Really did. Before I used to not. I'd be comfortable, but now I'm like, I was
Seeing what else
comfortable
the
there
world.
with the change. Yeah, the world, bro. I want to see everything. So we're so young. I think a lot of people don't know what they want, so they hold on to what they do have. But that's also not a bad thing. I know I say it like that because that's not what I want, but that's okay. Like, people get really offended too when you disagree in this topic. But it's up to the end of it for sure. They so want. There you go. Question one.
Oh my goodness. Wait, Kaz, just one last. Can you just give us that last second? We ran into some technical difficulties there. If you could just say that one more, just that last part at the end. We got 80% of that. Can you just say the last thought you
um,
had there?
I'll try. I'll try. I forgot, to be honest. Sorry.
No worries, no worries. Just
Kind
check
of
one
forgot.
second.
But
Just 1 second. Let me just
I
do
got
this
it. I
one
got it.
thing.
I got it.
Just hold that
I
thought
got it.
1 second. All right, we're back, everybody. Fix our technical difficulties. But Kaz, just finish that last part for us on pure happiness.
Pure happiness is, for me personally, it is personal fulfillment, but it is up to the individual for sure.
Hell
Whatever that is a
yeah.
good thing.
That was real as fuck what you were adding on to that too. So we appreciate you. So our next question is, what is your greatest fear?
My greatest fear. I mean, I guess like the not thought about answer would be failing, but I feel like that's too basic of an answer.
Mhm.
So I don't really know, dude. I feel like I don't think. I mean, I don't really think I'm afraid of too much. You know what I mean? Like, I
Mhm.
mean, there's definitely some things that I'm afraid of, like a snake or like some bugs or some shit. But like, biggest fear, I don't know. I feel like if I've gotten this far, whatever happens to me, I'll figure a way out to finesse my way out of any situation. I'll figure it out. I figured
Great
out a
answer
lot,
there. You do. That's why we appreciate you, man. You don't let things push you away. So that's why the Kaz is the
Call me the
real one.
problem solver, bro.
Hey.
Call me the problem solver.
So my
Is that
next,
better?
oh yeah, very good. My next question is,
Cool.
what is your greatest extravagance? What is something you spent the most money on? Maybe ridiculously, maybe not, but like, what's the most insane, extravagant thing you got? Whether it's a car or a rare stamp, or you spent $15,000 at the strip club. I don't know. That's why we ask you the greatest extravagance. Maybe you went in at Atlantic City or something.
I did go in Atlantic City, but it
Ooh.
paid off. So,
Okay. Okay.
we out here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that
Okay.
was a
Okay.
win. That was a win. Biggest extravagance. Man, I don't know, bro. Like, well, I got this new tattoo that I spent
Ooh.
some money on. So
May we see for the audience there? It
here
is
she is,
for those listening, it's on
fully
his
healed.
forearm and it's a beautiful dog. And what does it say right there
Yeah,
with the rose on top?
survivor. The word is
Survivor.
survivor. Yep. There's a rose underneath.
Ooh,
So it's for my
beautiful.
doggy right here.
Beautiful.
She's
Nice
right
and
there.
great color.
She's right there.
Living it up. Why did you
She
get
is
that tat,
14
Kaz?
years old, man. She's
Oh,
14 years
beautiful.
old. So I got this tattoo because um I, uh, I knew I was gonna stumble saying this. Um I got this tattoo because, dude, my dog has been with me this whole time, and she's the best thing ever. And she survived 14 years of being a homie all the time. And I feel like the last like 18 months has been a game changer for me in so many different ways, so many different aspects of my life completely flipped. And I really had to get my shit together.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm working on it, still getting there. But all I know is that no matter what happens I'm with her forever, and I'm going to still be all right. So that's why I got it.
That's what I'm talking about, my dude. Love
Yeah.
that answer. So, greatest extravagance, your epic tattoo.
I guess.
May I ask you?
Yeah.
Next, also, where'd you go in Atlantic City? This is one of the questions. Which casino you went to? I think I went the week before. We stayed at the Hard Rock and gambled there, and
Right.
then Oceans.
Word.
In fact, I've wore
Nice.
Oceans shirt on this pod before. So those were we end up the most
Nice.
casino wise, and we were at
Okay.
Caesars for a bit too.
Word. All right. So so first off, we stayed at Anthony Yuli's Shore House. Shout out Anthony Yuli.
The Shore House type of dude.
Yeah.
Shouts to them who are generous with it.
Generous, right. That's how I'm trying to be. I'm trying to get my own, help out the boys for a nice weekend. You know, like, dude, it was so cool. It was cool. So we stayed in Brigantine, and that was beautiful. It was quiet. It was nice, and we could look at the casinos from where we were staying.
Oh, okay, real close. Let's go.
So the night before, I'm like eating dinner, and I'm staring at the casino, Harrah's. Okay, it's the big one. It's the big one. It's got the club in it, you know, the one everyone's talking about, bro. And I was staring at it, eating dinner, and I'm like, I'm gonna rob your ass tomorrow. I'm gonna win. I was like, you know, I've been practicing some blackjack. That's all I play. And I won some money, and it was cool. And I had a lot of fun doing it. So it was cool to be with the boys, and like, you know, was at the table playing, it was a cool vibe, you know.
Did you all have your own table to yourself against a dealer? That's always epic when you have your homies versus one dealer.
I mean, I feel like eventually it did, but it wasn't that long. You know what I mean?
Blackjack, it's an intimidating game, especially on the tables itself, because you piss off the degenerate gamblers if you don't play right.
Yeah. I what's it called? I had to wait 30 minutes just to get a seat at this table.
Wow.
Packed, huh? So people who wanted to be there, like, wanted to be there. You know what I mean? So by the time the homies sat down, I was already like in it, you know? But yeah.
So it becomes part of your muscle memory.
Yeah, it was cool, dude. It was just, I haven't done anything like that before. So I was really, I was grateful for it. It was cool.
Did y'all make it to a club? Did you get in?
Of course we did. We saw a mermaid.
Oh my goodness.
Because no one could swim in the pool. So they had this woman who was a mermaid swimming around the pool, just keeping the vibe going. And Fredo, shout out Fredo, over here, making sure that she knew that she meant a lot to him. You know, that was my guy. So shout out Fredo. It was a great time, though. It was really a great time. The bartender was very nice to us.
Look at that.
You know, it was good. It was just all around, you know, shots were firing. We were popping off. It was fun.
Love to hear it.
Yeah. The next day was rough. Day was rough for all the boys. Woke up, had to clean. Tough.
Oh, and you so you didn't stay at the hotels, but you stayed at the house, but you had to still clean that up. But I'm sure you gotta soak it all in after, huh?
Hey man, if I'm staying at a house on a shore house 10 minutes away from Harrah's Casino in New Jersey, I don't care what I gotta clean. Give me the gloves, bro. Let's go. Like,
what a freaking time, huh?
Yep.
May I ask this? What's something you have learned from a past relationship or a past flame?
Oh, Jesus, you really gotta put me on the spot here.
We appreciate any honesty and be productive with that.
Just be honest with yourself. Just be honest with yourself and know what you're getting yourself into.
Hey, that's real as fuck. That's all we ask for, man. Thank you for telling us that.
Mm-hmm.
Who is your greatest teacher or professor?
My advisor from undergrad, now my graduate school advisor as well. She is
Damn.
awesome. She is really supporting me in my recent career path, and she's literally in my email right now, waiting for me to email her back on some stuff. We just always working, always talking, chatting
On
it
the
up.
way to that fucking master's degree in engineering.
Yeah.
Raising up high when that day happens real soon. When is your anticipated graduation day?
We'll see. We'll see. So it kind of depends. It right now I'm hoping I get an opportunity to be with NASA. So we'll see how that goes. That'll change, that'll determine how things progress. So we'll see. That's the goal right now. But hey, don't want to jinx it, don't want to do nothing. I gave my all to it. We'll see. If it doesn't happen, I'll get there eventually in another way.
Oh, we know
So
that for sure, bro.
yeah, so we'll see, dude. I'm like almost halfway through the masters right now. And I honestly really like it. And it
Beautiful
feels
stuff.
good to like school. Feels good to like it.
Let's go.
So,
good luck, my dude. Thank you, man.
Thanks, bro.
I mean, thank
Thanks.
you. I mean, thank yourself for how epic you've done, bro. Great job, man.
Trying.
What
Just
word?
trying.
What words or phrases do you most overuse?
Give me one more chance. That's one. That's definitely one. Shout out Jacob. Shout out Adam. Those my boys.
That's funny.
Yeah. That's what I start you out with. There's definitely a bunch. I feel like they change based on the weekend. Whatever a friend says, I'm like, all right. You know?
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would you change?
Nothing.
All right.
Nothing.
Cool. What historical figure or movie/TV character do you identify the most with?
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. Just put Adam Sandler that as your historical figure. All right, I love it. Hey, comedy movie historical figure that counts. That counts in my book. So why Adam Sandler do you connect the most with or identify the most with?
I feel like we would probably get along really well. That's all. I get along really well.
I'll take that. Which historical? What do you value the most in your friends?
Honesty.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
Last
it.
but not least, Kaz, for today, what is your motto?
What are you gonna do?
Hey, now that's how you end it. Kaz, you are God's gift. You are great. Even though I say you're one of the top Connecticutians, but all in all, you're just a great dude from Connecticut. And I thank you for coming on again. And hopefully you want to continue to fit it in. And we could come back and do this again real soon. Do you have any final words, my dude?
Peace and love. Everyone be happy.
That's what I'm talking about. Kaz, I'll see you very soon at MetLife. Down to chill before then, of course. Anyways, maybe we could even make a trip to certain places to fulfill our happiness. And I'll text you what that means exactly. Oh.
We out here.
We out here, indeed. All right. But that's my great friend, Steven Kazalunas. Thank you so much for coming on again. We'll see you real soon. Thank you so much,
Steve. See you soon, my guy.
Peace out, dude.
See you.
History.